For me, the biggest secret of this world, our world, is that a lot of time evolving our mind mean increasing our time and more money. And that's all of this, it just have connection with one thing, our identity. Our identity is have these big secrets. If you recognize it, you will have it all in your life and get a lot of things out of your life. And I think that is the biggest thing that this matrix, this world, like to play with you with. Cause once you hooked up with one identity or one thought, will give you some label, and it can lower your conscious for maybe sometimes for 1 day, sometimes for 1 year. And the most dangerous one that can stay in your life forever. So identity is have this big secrets that I will show you, and I will show you the big errors that I will make other video about, but I will show you in the end of the video to know what's the biggest error in our identity. The biggest secret is that simple, but it's not that simple. If you know it, it doesn't mean you can do it easily, and it's consistency. For me, the biggest secret of this world, our world, is the consistency. The consistency that make us label things as normal, as real, as if the thing is real or not. It's just from consistently see it. And this continuous to see something is what make us have the identity. It's like from our first years in this earth, how you get big your language, your culture, your anything around you. It's from continuous showing the things in front of your senses. And once you start to get this 2 points that I'll show you soon, you will have the thing in your life. So first thing is the continuous, the consistency. The consistency is equal for something you repeat and want to repeat to have it. Because our mind is this thing that can't get things until it repeated in front of him more than once. But once he get it, he will have it in his information subconscious mind back. That's the main game, to continue behave like something you want, and it will get this shift once in 1 second, and now you will have it in your life. So in a lot of time we don't recognize we can pick things from outside to inside and label it as our identity. So you have to recognize the biggest problem with our identities is we can pick it consciously or not consciously. And subconsciously mind is something bigger than our awareness. That's cause it need our awareness to get in the level of subconscious, and that's not normal. That's we can't do this because our subconscious mind is everything you saw from your first second in earth. That's how much it's bigger than our conscious now. And that's mean we can pick a lot of things in this lifetime. We can't even recognize we pick it because we don't know we pick it. That's the main point. So you can pick something from outside of you, especially if it's energy or other identity or label. That's mean you can interact with someone directly or not directly. Not directly means you interact with it with your senses. Your subconscious mind record it as you interact with it. It doesn't matter if it's directly or not directly. Let's say you getting in some trip, and now you are in foreign country, and these people in front of your house is just angry every single day, every single minute. You subconsciously you won't recognize this. You will pick this if you stay enough. You will pick this energy without recognizing this. Because energy is something you pick, and the problem with energy, it can show you low conscious enough that make you see just the bad things that you can pick from. That's the problem with picking something outside of you, that make you just separate it in some specific view, and that's the biggest problem with identity that I will show you in the last second in the videos. That's the bigger errors in our identity. Second thing, and you have to be really aware about after knowing the consistency, is what actually you want. So if you want to be more peaceful, it's just equal repeating some peaceful things or repeating to be around some peaceful people. It's not about one time. It's not about this one trip in after 2 years to be peaceful or to be in peace. It's continuously do something. So it's not something you do for one time and now it's erase everything. That's the real thing. No one will tell you this because you have to recognize if you bought enough amount of something, you need actually the same amount of that thing to erase it. And a lot of time it just meaning you repeat something against it. So if you want to be happy, do something happy. Don't tell me I'm not happy, I'm doing everything that make me happy, but actually if these things make you happy. And a lot of times that's how much we are distorted in our world. While we are children, kids, we did a lot of things that make us happy. But because of this world and maybe because of this fake identity, we started to do something not make us happy. And we think it make us happy because it's equal to this identity, fake identity. In this fake identity, doing this is equal happiness. Having this is equal happiness. But it doesn't mean it's equal for your real identity. The one that you already have a lot of distortion to connect it with you. So in a lot of time you will see even people interact in a really negative way, say a lot of really bad negative jokes, dark one even, and they recognize the things that make them happy. And they don't recognize it just makes them overwhelmed that much that makes them laugh. So what I'm meaning by this, I'm meaning you can do a lot of things overwhelming you because we are so addicted to be overwhelmed and we don't even recognize it doesn't make us happy. So happiness or peaceful or anything you want to pick in your life, it's equal to repeat it. I can't tell you go to the gym, do this exercise and you will pop up after one day. It won't work. It won't work to go to the gym to know the knowledge without do it. You have to continuously do it every single day until it pay off, and your muscles will be the payoff. Same with anything you want in life, peaceful. If you continuously do something after maybe 2 months you didn't have peaceful, you have to recognize two things. This thing maybe need more time, or this thing actually is not peaceful and it didn't pay off. Because it's like muscle. If you did this much of this exercise, maybe after 2 months or 3 months it will start to show up, but definitely after 1 year it will show up. So if you sometimes you see 1 year really long time to see something, but we recognize we can do repeatedly things against ourselves for 1 year, and it will show off in front of us without recognize it. Especially if you in bad environment, you have to recognize you will pick something bad. You don't recognize it now, but you will pick it. Maybe it will be hate, anger, jealous, comparing. A lot of things you have to know you can pick it without recognize it. So if you think you not doing what you love because it will take time, it equal to more peace or not that much work. No, because you will do the work anyway, but in negative way. What I mean by negative is something working against your mind. So if your mind working from right to left, negative means from left to right. You will do something in your time, no matter what. But the problem to do something against you, and you have to recognize when I'm telling you this, I'm telling you I'm not the one that masters this skill. It needs some skills need 1 month, some skills need 1 year, and some skills need you to be it. The identity, that's the main point of identity. You need to pick it as you, and that's the problem. In a lot of time, Matrix like to see us not have this courage and continuously see this courage over and over, to think we are weak, or to think we have to do something else. You have to recognize this point, because this manipulating can change your life once you recognize it, because the identity will get in you directly or not directly, and the identity of no courage is the identity of negative, and a lot of time is the indirect identity. What I mean by this, pick something you want more than something you don't, because a lot of time we think if we don't do the thing we're doing nothing, but nothing actually is a fake label for a lot of other things you can do. And especially as I will make other video about our thoughts, because I will make other video about it, about the secrets that they don't tell us in school. But yeah, if you want something with your identity, do it consistently, do it more than time, repeat the thing that you want. And the second point, and it's interact with it. So a lot of time it's just not about repeating, and I'll make other video about it. It's not just about repeating, but interact with it. So it's like something you didn't believe in. So try to think if you know this knowledge about the gym, but every time you want to make exercise, you just watch YouTube channel. Will it work? Of course not. You need to interact by your hand and start to get this weight and start to do your training. And a lot of times that's happening with our mind. We can repeat things, but we're not believing it. We just want to see it outside of us. But it need you to do it. It need you to have the energy from it, and now you have the power of this repeating. So a lot of time it's just about you believe in yourself and believe in the things you're doing. The last thing that I will make other video about is the label. The label, I believe, is the error of our mind that make us think we need to get the package of something to have the identity of it, and that's not true. That's a problem with a lot of people. And a lot of times they can have the money they want, but they won't have the happiness, because that's a problem. The identity of the rich man in our modern world means more. It's like the quality and the quantity. We get with the quantity with our modern world, all the package, and all of the package mean he get out from his own identity that make him want this money to have this happy things. But the problem, his identity will change, and the thing won't matter anymore, and that's the problem. So you have to recognize the labels, because the labels meaning you have to pick not one good thing, but you need all of the package. And a lot of time you won't see all of the package is made of good things. Recognizing this point will give you the freedom, real freedom, because a lot of times this matrix like to label people, because we have a lot of people in our world, and it just like to interact with you as number more than as individual. Recognizing this point can change your life and your identity. Once you recognize your identity means you, not something you see in someone. So big you more than big things match you more than big thing match someone else, because like I said, some joke will make you laugh and others won't make you laugh, because it doesn't work with your mind, it doesn't work with your taste of humor. Recognizing this point will show you a lot about what's the meaning of changing your identity. But the first thing you have to do, consistently do something, work with you and interact with it, believe in it, and don't label yourself until the label is just in your mind means one thing that you want. Don't label yourself as something with package, especially if this package made up in China. I'm kidding. I mean like made up in supermarket. That's what I mean. Something made up for you. You didn't do it. Because if you don't do it, you will eat it all without recognizing what make it. And a lot of time it can be something you have problem with, will make your stomach hurt. And that's the main point of not get the label, the package of something. Especially if the thing someone want to push you into it, to label you as this thing, to be easier to interact with you. It's really important. So yeah, if you watch me until this point, thank you, and be aware, be conscious, and see you in another video.